Well, it's keyboard time, and I didn't fully decide on what I want to do, so I'm just gonna do something. Sorry if you got hear any noise in the background. My honey talking to my daughter on the phone, one of them, and I'm almost done with my book. Yay! I am almost done with my book. Yeah! Ah, I am so thrilled. Actually, I'm still waiting for an email. Because I still have, I think, 11 chords. Well, not 11 chords, but several other chords that I need to drop in the book. But for the most part, um, where's my email? Let me see if I got any emails today. Is this internet? I'm on the internet. What am I doing? There's my email. There it is over here. So let me see if I had any more emails. And so, like I said, for those who've been following me for quite some time, my book was, this was empty, y'all, when I first started doing it. This was the empty binder with nothing in it. And now, this is all my work that I sit here physically every day since 2000. Since 2021, since 2022, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22. Oh, that was an accident. I think it was 20. Well, so COVID was 2020. So 21. I think I was still gonna roll with the other guy. Well, 20 and I believe 21. I was gonna roll with this other cat. Back then I just have to look at my email. So that was 23. I roll back some more. 24. Oh, it's probably not gonna tell me because I had to resend the email back to myself. Sorry y'all, so it won't tell me. So 23. Oh, will tell me. Oh, my bad. 23. I want to say I started in 22, y'all. All right, so kind of jumping around here between 23 and this year, but I believe I started this in 22. All right, because some of these emails jumping around, and what happened was the stuff that I was working with, I had to resend it back to myself so that way it to get my data in here in the book. Now this is not colored. All right, this is not colored. This is not colored. I am going to have it printed out in color. Um, uh, yeah, I'm gonna have what is called the original book. Actually, a book like a real book. And it's gonna be in color. This is just my rough draft thing. It's gonna be. I'm gonna give you a little baby idea, sort of, just a baby idea. This book that I no longer was going to own anymore. So when I show it to y'all, this is just a book that I was going to own at one point, but it's gonna have the similar look. There's a certain look that I wanted to have it, and this is the look that I was trying to get. Me and this other guy that was working on the book for me. Let me see here. So we have one page that was 25 pages. No, hold on. How many pages was this one? This one came out as. All right, so this one came out at 58 pages. Hold on, let me put that over here. 58 page. This one came out as 300. All right, and where's the other book? So there was gonna be several books, and this was the original. At first, it was supposed to be 5 books, but I'm just gonna pull out the latest one that I would have done. It would have just been one book in one shot. I was just gonna do one edition. Is she calling me? It was just gonna be one edition, one book. But after talking to several people, everybody's telling me don't put everything in the book all at once. So this was the book that me and another cat was working on. But the thing is, let's make a long story short, it didn't work out. There were some things in this book that another cat used to own this book, and he wanted me to take over the book. And so it didn't work out, so I backed out, and that was that. So you see my picture on the back of the book. So my book is going to be similar sort of to this. So this was going to be the original book. This was 300 and something pages. Let me see. And I like that glossy, flossy look. But there was some discrepancy in the book itself that I wanted to change. Front cover looked beautiful, side and all that stuff. Had my name on it. He actually sent it out and had it printed for me. Printed my name, a portion of my name on the side. And then he had my name printed on the front page. This was my website name down at the bottom. Can't let y'all see the website name. It had my photo, my picture on there. The only thing I didn't like was the line going through my head. Kind of looked a little tacky. So I wanted to fix that. And then the name of the book on the front page up here, I wanted this to be closer and not spread out. Then inside the book, this is stuff that I wanted to fix. The contents looked cool. I wasn't upset with the content. Actually, as a matter of fact, I wasn't upset, period, with the content. The introduction was cool, but the thing is, there were some things in here that I needed to... So, it was back in 22. So, in 2022 was when I was going to write, when I started writing my own book. All right? This was a shared book from another cat that I was working with back then. Got my website name on there and all this type of stuff. So this was copywritten 2022. What the company does is they allow you to copy 5 pages, and then if you like what you see, basically, then you have a certain amount of time frame before you can actually go ahead and publish the book 100%. So it's kind of like, I call it a partial publish, so to speak, until you, of course, come with the mucho dineros. Not as much of a mucho dinero, because that wasn't really the issue here. The issue was that I found some discrepancy in the book that that I wanted to change. And so as I was flipping through the book, not just me, but a couple of other people who either musicians and non-musicians. So I selected musicians and non-musicians, and I wanted them to scan through it, as I had already was scanning through it to see if they see any discrepancy along the way that might capture their eyes. And whether you a musician or not, you just a reader in general. And so I had about 5, 6, 7 people go through the book to see what they see. This is my scratch book. I call it the scratch. The book like this, I have this outside in my car, in my trunk, where I've ran through the whole entire book, step by step, page for page, all right, and all that good stuff. So I marked on, basically, it was quite a bit of pages in there that was needing to be corrected. And so so basically the situation didn't work out because this person wanted me to sell these books to y'all out there, and I wasn't trying to do that. For one, if I'm gonna put a product out there and it's got my name on it, I want to make sure that you guys understand what's up. All right, the contents looks cool, but what was the contents of the tables looks cool, whatever. It was just that what was in the pages, there were some things in there that I wish I actually would have thought about this before I did this, before I grabbed this book, but it ain't gonna matter because either way, I'll just flip through these pages. And there was a few things that I found in here that didn't make any sense. Some pages in here I was reading, like for example, I'll just I saw one little item right here, and then it talked about, oh, hey, there was like 1,200 pages of other information that was in another book, but this is one book. All right, so where is the other 1,200 chords, chord progressions, or other ideas are at? And so I'm flipping through the book. I'm going back and forth to the contents, and I'm going back to like, where is that at? So then I was trying to connect with the person that I was working with, and this would make a long, quick, short story. That the person didn't really want to give me the original copy of the book, which he did find. But then I asked if I could just have the soft copy, well, not soft, but just the hard copy of the book itself, so I could just tweak a few things that was incorrect. Because if I was a student and I was reading something, I'm like, wait a minute, okay, hold on, y'all, where is that at? And then I'll be flipping through these pages and I can't find it. And then there was a point where there was in a page in the book where it actually had the other guy's name in the book. Now listen, my name is on the book, but that's funny. The other cat's name is also in the book too. So I was trying to tell him that, hey, yo, your name is in the book, and people were like, well, who is this other guy? And I'm like, you found that too? So yes, I found that too. And then there was some areas in the book that I'm like, just a whole bunch of stuff. It was quite a bit of pages of just some stuff that needed to be corrected. Oh, the other thing too was some people were reading the book and they were like, man, and it's not downsizing anybody because I don't roll like that. But it was just the thing is, all I want to do is just go in here and just make some changes. And so there were some areas where people were reading that book and they were like, man, is this guy Ebonics? Is this guy reading from typing this in his own mindset on how he's writing the book, and then it didn't make sense? And so I'm like, oh, so you guys found a few pages of those too. Okay. All right. So I found a few pages of those where I wanted to just do a slight correction on there. Don't get me wrong, the chords are in the book are cool. Um, there is a clause in the book, and I'm not going to tell you what they are until my book comes out. Then I'm going to say what it is. But there's a lot of cats I bought books from, music books from, and I'm saying if I'm a musician, whether I'm beginner level or intermediate level or even an advanced level, don't get me wrong, y'all, the book is beautiful. I mean, I ain't gonna see you lie. It's that glossy, flossy look, and everything looks pretty. But I just wanted to make sure that before I put my name out there on the street for anybody who wants to buy any products from me. Then the other thing too that came up was somebody's not texting me, but they inboxed me on my Facebook page and said, hey, yo, that book looks familiar, man. And isn't that blah, 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 blah book? And I'm like, oh. And so then I started thinking to myself, okay, that made me immediately think like, you know what? I don't need to actually roll with this other person because I've been playing for a very, 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 very long time, and I've already been writing my own stuff in my own books. And I had that showed y'all, share with y'all. It's kind of junky over here in that other area, but I got a whole bunch of stuff that I've already transcribed before I even knew this cat. Matter of fact, this cat been following me for a substantial amount of time over the years, and had noticed that, hey man, I come on here and I do what I do on social media. I had not been on YouTube, but he followed me a lot on Facebook. I just got on YouTube in September 9th, which I will never forget, and 2023. Am I saying that correctly? Or is it 22? 22, whatever year it was. So yeah, so I've only been on here for a little bit. Y'all probably could see the date when I came on here, got on here, but I think it's 22 because I have been started writing my own stuff back then, my own stuff. I play my own stuff, I do my own stuff, or I pick up other ideas from other people, but I also have my own heat too. As well. Y'all probably say, what kind of heat do you got? Oh yeah, I mean, I got like a few heat, but yeah, yeah, that's my business, right? Um, so over here, I'll give y'all a tiny sneak peek. Um, chords that I play, this is all me. Take this off the way here. You know, these are chords I play. These are not, and when I'm saying this, y'all, these are not the chords that's in this book. That's the problem. Okay, all right, let me leave that part right there. Now, there are chords in this book that potentially I play. All right, already. All right, so this is, but there is some discrepancy in this book. That some of the chords in here makes no sense, and I'm not saying all of them, but I'm like, how in the world do you even play that? But there are people who were complaining about the book, and they sent me a message in my inbox on Facebook. And as soon as I saw that, I immediately start thinking, you know what? I can't put this product out there on the street with my name on it. So there you have it. It's been in that box for, I don't know, it's collected some dust. I'm probably gonna start sneezing since I did that. But it's been collecting dust for the last several years. And so any stuff that I transcribe, I write, or whatever, I do what I do, and that's it. So I created my own music book. All right, this is my own music book, my own stuff that I do. I get my little device over there's charging up, or I might just use this one right here. I try using my cell phone, but sometimes it be killing, excuse me, some of my data. Actually, my data's gotten better now. Oops, click on it here. And so I do my own stuff, just so kind of just bring it up to date. That I do my own stuff. I do my own course. Hey, get off of there. Get off of there. I do my own course. This is me all day. Like I spend all day just doing chords, y'all. Transcribing chords. This is me. This is my stuff. This is what I'm photocopying, and this is what I'm gonna be dropping in the book, and stuff like that. So you hear all these chords and chord changes and stuff like that. That's gonna be me. That's me all day. That's not the book. The book is going back in the box. Matter of fact, let's put the book back in the box and patch it back up the way I found it. That has been like that for over 2 or 3 years, because we in 2024. So I'm gonna put these books back over here where boom. I haven't had a chance to go outside and go to the special spot that I know to burn these books. Being that the fact that they're not in my name anymore, the guy wanted me to invest in the books through him to get it to me. And I'm thinking like, man, why am I paying this cat money to produce the books for me when I'm paying the middleman? And then I'm thinking like, that makes no sense. Why am I paying the middleman to create the books for me when I can actually take the middleman out and do it myself? Of course, everybody kept telling me the same thing. Bro, why are you doing that, bro? We've been watching you for a long time. We've been watching you since you first got started, when you didn't even know what you was even doing. And believe me, I still don't know what I'm doing. But we've been watching you for decades, man. We've been watching you since you've been on Facebook forever. Bishop Drayster Clark, by the way, in case some of y'all might be wondering. But I've been on there for a very long time. But I've started bringing my contents over to YouTube. And I brought my contents over to YouTube several times before all this. But it didn't seem like I wasn't getting any traction at the time. And so I started putting other people's contents on there. And then I'm thinking like, man, okay, what year will I get my own traction from posting my own stuff? So when that book didn't fly through, then that was the time for me to drop my own stuff. All right, and so yeah. Now I don't like keyboard. It's not my thing. Keyboard is not my thing. I promise y'all. Literally, I promise y'all. Keyboard is not my cup of tea, if you will. Keyboard is just not my thing. I'm an organ player. I play the organ. All right. But there's some times I'll be listening to cats and I'm like, man, what is he doing? That sounds nice, man. Let me go on ahead and learn how to do this. Or I have a best friend that actually can lay some stuff down for me because I don't feel lazy. Okay, I feel lazy and I don't want to do it. So I will call up a friend of mine and he'll just lay it down for me. And then after he lay it down, then it's up to me to come in here and make it happen. Or I'll sit here and try to figure some stuff out. And the thing is, I'll start learning, literally learning, to go back and I didn't ask my best friend to teach me the theory stuff. All right, this thing keep changing my channel. I didn't ask him all that. I just said, "Hey man, what is this dude doing on the keyboard? What's he playing?" Because I'm not a keyboard player, so I don't, my ears really wasn't really tuned to that. Even though I may have, I'll give you a little history, but even though I've had my godfather as a musician, keyboard player, or actually piano player, and he had a whole bunch of people who were piano players, and then a whole bunch of his friends and they all were like, at back in the day, Walter Hawkins Church. Y'all familiar with some of his Love Lives albums and all that kind of stuff. So he was trying to teach me all that stuff, and I wasn't at the time feeling the piano deal. At the time I was younger, in my 8, 9, 10 years old, somewhere in that area. I used to watch Leon Johnson and Joey Bumpers, and then Carl Wheeler and Ezel Ely, Tony Timmons. I can go on and say a whole bunch of names. Gregory Hunter, all these cats back in the day as I was growing up and watching these dudes blaze on the organ and stuff like that. And I always marveled behind the organ. Never really was able to get anybody to sit down and show me how to do that, so I had to, what I call, learn the hard way. Then I had Frank Moe, and then I had let's see, Moses Tyson Jr. Try to, I used to sit and watch and listen to them guys play that old school stuff and things of that nature. Huey, what was Huey's name? I forgot his name already. Terrible. Sorry about that. But just a whole bunch of different musicians. So this is my own stuff, as I was saying. Me writing my own book, which mounts in my arm. Let me see. How could I do this? I don't have the big screen on. I should probably flip over to the big screen. Can't let y'all see my website name or the title of the book yet. But this is the tables of contents. And I know y'all probably can't see over my head here, but anyway, so most of everything that I've already dropped in my tables of content. I've been at this for a minute. So basically what slowed me down was so if I started this in 22, I had gotten COVID in 21, and then that's when they didn't have the vaccination thing yet. So and then 22, I ended up getting sick again. I ended up with COVID again the second time. This time I got vaccinated and still got COVID after being vaccinated. So I was out and I was still trying to do my book, and so that took me out for a while. Then the third time around, I get sick in 23, yep, literally 2023. I ended up with pneumonia and valley fever. This is 2024. I'm still fighting the valley fever, according to my doctor, so I'm still on medication for that foolishness. Pneumonia, I'm over that, I think. Well, as far as I know of. And then I ended up getting COVID. It was just crazy. I actually got COVID about maybe a month ago.